All right, well, that's the end of our tour, guys. Did you have a good time?
Yeah!
Awesome. I hope you learned a lot. Anybody have any questions at all? Oh, nice. Lily?
Can you tell us more about the history of the caps?
Well...
Hey, kids. Actually, I can tell you a lot about the Caps history.
You can?
Yes, follow me. Come on.
Chase 5 decades of hustle, speed, and grace. From Landover, Maryland to F Street, led all the way by the red jersey fleet. From a Colzig save to a Bondra score, unleash the fury and hear the roar. Oh, we've got history in our veins, from Langways deep to ocean's vast lanes. Oh, we are 50 but still young. Don't count us out, you know we've just begun. Sing out loud in all caps, 50 years strong and no looking back. Let the stick write the story, let the games begin. The crowd goes wild when the puck goes in. Sing out loud in all caps, 50 years are nice, now let's all clap. Rock the red to the cup, sweet game. Every heart's a rink where the legends remain. Oh, Gardner's speed to the grit in Hunter's veins. Hope beats stick, nothing sweeter than the save. 5 errors blazing, pioneers to Cubs.com rock the red, yeah we rose up. Carlson slap shot, Wilson's fearless grind. Ovi's magic, his legacy shines. Hear the crowd chant CAPS. Caps, yeah, we're the best. Oh, we've got history in our veins, from Langways deep to ocean's vast lanes. Oh, we are 50 but still young. Don't count us out, you know we've just begun. Sing out loud in all caps, 50 years strong and no looking back. Let the stick write the story, let the games begin. The crowd goes wild when the puck goes in. Sing out loud in all caps, 50 years are nice, now let's all clap. Rock the red to the cup, sweet game. Every heart's a rink where the legends remain. Oh,
1974 was a rough start for the Capitals, only 8 wins, and then they get to the playoffs for the first time in 1983. 1998 sees them in the finals for the first time, but a no-go, no-show. 3 President's Trophies later, now they're on the rise. We've got LeBray's first spot, we've got Backy serving up those apples. There goes Kuzi doing the bird. 2018 Stanley Cup, the Caps win! The Caps win!
sing out loud in all caps, 50 years strong and no looking back. Let the stick write the story, let the games begin. The crowd goes wild. Sing out loud in all caps, 50 years are nice, now let's all clap. Rock the red to the cup, sweet game. Every heart's a rink where the legends remain. Oh.
Woo! Welcome to the Now Show! Right now, it's now o'clock. It's time to let it all happen right here. I'm Joseph Mojo McCarthy. I'm your co-host, and I'm here with Dan and Mrs. Pixel. Woo! And we're here right now for you. Let's do it! Come on.
Woo! That's exciting.
Yeah. I was playing in all caps, baby.
That sounded like all caps. Oh wait, am I muted? Am I muted? No, I'm
I
not.
hear you.
Yay. And we've got Camille.
All
Woo!
Camille's here. Woo! All right. Check it out.
All right.
We got a
yeah.
full house,
Hey,
baby.
Camille.
We got a full house.
Yeah, this is exciting. So, Mojo, why don't we introduce ourselves and then
All
we
right.
can introduce our guests?
Absolutely. So I'm Joseph Mojo McCarthy. I am a creative communicator. I'm a playful polymath. I'm a king's kid. I'm a lot of stuff all wrapped up into one big body. Actually, my friends say I'm a little boy in a big body, and that'll show as we go through the show. So,
Squirrel.
yeah, exactly. So I used to wear a T-shirt in high school that said that growing old is inevitable, growing up is optional, or vice versa. I can't even remember, but you get the idea. So anyway, I'm here as the co-host of the Now Show because it's now o'clock in the morning. It's time
It is now
to do
o'clock.
something right here and right now. And we're growing this show. We're growing it just like a pear tree, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I'm going to hand it over to our illustrious host with the most, Dan Bard. Woo! What's up?
That's my word, illustrious. That's one of my favorite words, apparently, for this show. Hey, my name is Dan, and I am a composer, PEAR-former, and edu-creator. I'm also chief academic officer for the David Z Foundation, where we transform lives through the magic of music. And I'm excited for another now. And it's not always right now, but it's the right now.
That's right.
So that's one of our mottos. We have a lot of them. So. Let me pass it down to Mrs. Pixel, and then we'll go over to Camille from Chatmosa. So, Mrs. Pixel, who are you? What's your story, and what's your motivation?
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Miss Pixel, and I am from the Pear Orchard. We are Pear Meme Coin, and we represent the community of crypto peeps that participate in our meme coin. We host a show, Karaoke. All the fine people you see here are regulars. We come together and we just have a great time. We're really silly and we love parody. We also love fine arts and music, and we all have different talents. No previous experiences ever required, but that's the best part about the show. It just brings people together, and the purpose is fun and parody. Absolutely. And music, and that's it. And it's now or never.
It's now or never, baby.
It's now or never. And
it's now or
now.
never. I love it. Excellent.
Yeah, let's go over to Camille. Camille, it's good to see you, and love to hear a little bit about you. And it's cool that we're like utilizing the Chatmosa platform for this conversation.
Hello, good morning from Los Angeles.
Morning, Camille. Woo woo.
Hi, I'm one of the people behind Chatmosa, and thank you for inviting me here and exploring all this fun stuff you guys are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to get into some ideas, but for right now, I think the best way to celebrate Chatmosa is to have folks come into our listening lounge. There's a couple ways you can do that. Number one is you can go over to that QR code, and this is one of those fancy newfangled tech things. If you take a screenshot of the of your screen right now, if you're on like a iPad or tablet or phone, then you can just like force press the QR code and it'll take you to the website. Otherwise, just go to chatmosa.com and look for the giant pear. There's usually going to be one there. It's either it's going to be the Now Show, which is a show we're in now, or like Mrs. Pixel mentioned, today is Thursday, so there is karaoke at 3:00 PDT. That's Pear Daylight Time. Yep. So we'll have that as well later this afternoon as an offering. If you're on this part of the world, if you're on the other part of the world, it may be 3 a.m, and we still welcome you to come and sing and enjoy some parody.
And regardless of where you are in the world, it's always now o'clock. So
it is always now o'clock. That is another claim we have.
It's 7 o'clock somewhere, but it's now o'clock everywhere.
But it is now o'clock everywhere. Yeah. So I just want to kind of highlight right now, not me, not necessarily at this moment, but let me highlight Chatmosa so you can kind of see what's what. And this is a platform that connects Facebook, Microsoft, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, and X. I'm getting faster at that. Nice. And Camille just gave a little like wave there. I'm going to give a little heart. And the coolest part about this, and I think what we enjoy using it for in this now, is kind of like a little gallery of guests. This is what we have in here is all of the links to the guests we've had this week, the conversations, sometimes the drawing, sometimes there's Mojo singing the national anthem.
Right.
And you can always find the show, the Now show for the entire week. And we're just starting to now get some of these out on social media so we can draw some people into these conversations.
Right.
One of the things that we have coming up tomorrow is I never did get that to export, did I? I'll add it soon. But we have a vocal workshop tomorrow. It's our second Vocal Eyes workshop that we have. So yeah, that's just kind of how we're using this right now. But Camille, I just want to ask for the good audience and the bad audience.
Nice.
Can you just give us like the 30,000 foot view of Chatmosa and what the intention was, and the problem that you're trying to solve?
We really wanted to create this like group sessions for for different uses, but allow people from different platforms to sign in without having to recreate another account, and also to have accountability on your social persona that you've already created in whatever community you created it in. We're still in the beginning stage of Chatmosa, and we have some fun plans for it, and that's kind of like the short answer.
Yeah. So cool. So this is my first exposure to Chatmosa, is the Now show. And I didn't know what it was, didn't know what the word meant. Oh, I did have some karaoke experience too, which was really cool. So I was like, what is this? And do I need another platform? Why do I need another platform? That's always my question, because I get too many platforms, too many logins. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do another platform. Okay? No more platforms. I was averse. But I got into it. I was like, oh, this is different, right? This is something I haven't seen before. And that's what I love, is that you actually are. I love Dan's question. What problem are you solving, right? Because really that's the whole point of creating something new, is so that you can either enhance someone's life by bringing them pleasure, or solve a problem by taking away some of their pain. And that's what everybody wants. They want more pleasure, less pain. And Chatmosa is actually a tool that you guys have created that is doing that. So now, rather than being averse to another platform, I'm like, this is better. This simplifies everything and allows me, as Dan has said many times on the show, allows me to connect with all of my people, because some of my people are on X and some are on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and on it goes. And usually people have kind of a go-to place that they like to as their home, but I can't get those people together. But now I can. Chatmosa allows me to bring my people together in one platform, and they can still be on their favorite, logged into their favorite platform, whatever it is, and connect with all of us together on Chatmosa. So, woo, great job.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just on that, I just want to highlight one of the features, because I can see right now we have 4 of those 6 platforms covered in the 6 people that are in here, which is awesome. So like I'm logged in through LinkedIn. So like if you click on me, you can just go right to my LinkedIn page. You can go right to Mojo's X page. You can also, write back-end messages in the back chats. Camille is logged in through LinkedIn. I've seen you log in through X before and other platforms. Mrs. Pixel through X. Barb is through Google, and then Craig is through Facebook. So this is the coolest thing. Like if I'm on Craig, who was our guest. When was that? That was Friday, right? No, Tuesday. No, what is today? Was it Tuesday?
It's now. It's now.
It's now o'clock. Yeah. So I can just go. You'll notice I can just go right to his Facebook page, and it opens up a new window. And then
if he's public, yes.
Yeah, if he's public, and so. That was probably not the best example right now, but I can go to hopefully Camille's LinkedIn page is public. I think it is.
Yeah,
well, it's public now.
It's public now. Yeah, I just clicked on it.
There's 3 of us who started Chatmosa, and we've been in this web world since like 1995.
The 1900s? They had websites?
1900s, and then
The
1900s.
1900s.
You know how old that is.
Right.
And every new there will always be a new platform that will show up and moving forward. And we said every time there's a new platform, you have to create a new account, recreate your persona, recreate your community. And
Yep.
why can't I just, like Mojo said, bring all my friends from one platform to this new one?
Yes.
And so we said, and we also realized that, and maybe some of you listening here, watching, you use your different social media accounts for different purposes. So LinkedIn for business, maybe, not the my generation, perhaps Facebook for personal, or Facebook for business, and X for news and whatnot. Um, so we said let's come up with a solution where it's kind of an all-in-one. Don't and we hope that we could bring in more platforms and applications that you could sign in with.
I love that.
Yeah, and that is the coolest thing. So I'm gonna try to show this again. I think I crashed my browser because I was trying to get into the inner sanctums of Facebook. But I love highlighting how easy it is to connect. Like you said, like through those different personas. And so I'm just like checking out Camille's LinkedIn profile. And then I can, just go back. I can check out Mrs. Pixel's X profile in the same app. And the important part is not to kind of hammer it home, but to hammer it home is that you do have these kind of disconnects within the people that are important in your life. Like there's where we're kind of staying in clusters around a certain platform rather than around a topic, or in the another use case for Chatmosa is brands. Being able to host a brand or some kind of show that features a brand. And then my biggest joy with Chatmosa is for education, because everybody can turn on their camera, everybody can come up and talk. As far as I know, everyone can be a co-host. I think I've had up to like 7 or something. And then everybody can share their screens. So like say you want to do a lesson in coding, and you want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You can see where everybody is, and you can just kind of click through the the Jumbotron. I'm still getting used to the nomenclature. You can click through and just see where everybody is. And so what we're using this feature for, the fact that we can have these things shared, is on Monday we start a new Chatmosa session, and it stays open when we leave. That's another critical piece as well, because you don't have in some other platforms, like if the host loses connection, then you're just kind of sunk. And you gotta like gather everybody back up and be like, here's the second one, and here's the third one because it crashed again. Right. But here, like, you always have this choice. Like I won't close it, but I can either, as the host, leave the session or end the session, and it's a big red button, so you kind of know. Danger, Will Robinson. But yeah, I'm always really inspired by different possibilities and use cases for the platform.
Thank you. And the second biggest thing of the connected world that we're in is sharing. And so we wanted to be able to make sharing easy. Sharing photos and sharing shopping together, just as for utility reasons, learning together, kind of school groups, study sessions. Personally, my team and I, we use it for coding. We'll just code and just like, I'm slide 5 and you're slide 4, and let me see your screen. And we're just kind of like looking over each other's shoulder. Some people use it for, like I mentioned, shopping together. So especially for big groups, booking their flight together and
Oh, I didn't even
what
think of that. That's awesome.
right? What hotel they're gonna stay at. So okay, everyone just get on Chatmosa in one place and
So
let's make the decision.
Right.
So
that's awesome. So we're actually creating a new test case that we've just started this last Friday on the Now Show. So Dan and I we're going to provide vocal workshops for people who want to improve their singing ability. It doesn't matter what level you start with. We're going to give you some tips and lessons and exercises so that you can make progress. And we're using Chatmosa as the platform. So again, just like we've talked about already, Chatmosa allows people to come from wherever they want to come from and gather together, and then we can share the whole show and the lesson, the workshop, with people regardless of their platform of choice. We can see each other and we can do the teaching, like Dan was talking about the education part of it, hear each other all in real time. And so I'm just stoked to take what the tool that you've created and with the purpose that you had, and then expand it into another use case scenario to show the versatility of Chatmosa and also the utility of Chatmosa. Because quite honestly, if it doesn't solve a person's problem, if it doesn't meet a need, well, it's going to come and go. People are like, "I tried it, not interested." But when people have a pain point and there is a solution available, well, that now you've got some gold. You got some gold.
that is, I look forward to it. You guys are so creative, and I'm always, me and my team. We, in speaking with Dan, we're always floored by the things that you guys are doing. It's really interesting how, you build it one way, and it's so fascinating to see how users use it.
I love that. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and I want to point out what Camille's saying. I want to expand on it just a little bit because Mrs. Pixel is in and out of our show today as well, probably because of connection issues. But there's very similar dynamics going on. Mrs. Pixel and her team are building out this pair community based on the pair coin and the meme. And I don't know that much about blockchain and Web3, but I'm just starting to get into it. And now Dan and I are able to utilize what she's building for the karaoke day, which is also using Chatmosa. So here's two different teams of people building stuff behind the scenes, and they're not the public face. They're not the creators per se in terms of what's happening on the public side, but they're the creators building the infrastructure and the platform in a sense. So I can almost see this kind of metaphor that's coming to me right now. I can almost see like on a stage show, long before the musicians ever get on stage, there's a whole crew of people that show up and they clear the space and they build the stage, they put up the screens and they test the audio and the video and the lighting. And that takes hours and hours, much longer than the concert itself. And then the musicians show up, they do a sound check, and they perform, and the whole audience has got their focus on, the band and the singers, and it's so cool. And they think the whole show is about that. But quite honestly, that show would never happen if there wasn't a huge crew of people behind the crew doing their job really well to build a platform that will actually hold the band, that won't collapse in the middle of the deal, that the video is working, that the audio sounds good, that the lighting is all good. And so all that stuff is what you guys are doing behind the scenes, which actually makes it possible for Dan and I and our guests to show up on the stage and use the platform that you built to do the public side of it. And so it's such a synergy, such a teamwork thing going on here. And it wasn't like we planned this in advance. It's all organically. It's growing like a pear tree. It's growing up and producing fruit. And I just love it. I love all this.
Yeah, I love the metaphors. So, well, we have Mrs. P here. I know you're kind of going in and out with probably connection, but I wanted to ask you what the experience is just as on the user side, because that's something that Mojo and Mary, our producer, and myself don't really know. And then I guess Camille too, you're kind of witnessing it from this other angle.
Yes.
So I'm just curious, like, what is the experience like of like this new platform and kind of getting your feet wet with it for what we're trying to build and do?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes,
I
we can.
hear
Yes,
you.
yay.
The audio keeps going in and out on my
Oh,
end.
no.
It's probably just on my phone with my internet.
We can hear you.
I don't know. I gotta figure this out.
We can hear you, but did you hear the question? Okay, that's okay. So that's one of the things too, when you have kind of a new setup, is always the configuration and the reconfiguration. I can't tell you how many times I've torn apart my studio and put it back together, And for either like X Spaces or for Chatmosa or for anything that I'm trying to do music through, because that's a whole different element where you have typically you're going to have some kind of source that has the music playing, whether it's an instrument or like a website like YouTube karaoke or something like that, and then the voice, and then getting a nice mix of that. I think we've kind of, at least for now, dialed it in a way that it sounds good on stream, and that's I think takes a lot of trial and error. But I also just want to highlight how receptive Camille, your team was to the audio piece. And like when I was that was one of the first use cases I was trying, and then you guys even built like an audio reset button just based off of the feedback, and I think that also shows just a great collaborative mindset, with the company. Mrs. P's back. I'm gonna see if Mrs. Pixel, can you hear us? Oh, you changed. You're like immunized into a little pear.
She's a baby pear.
Baby pear.
She's a pearlet.
Can you hear? Here, maybe I won't put her on blast. So
I want to riff a little bit more too about the collaboration here. So good, and it's happening.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah,
yes. Yep.
All right, welcome.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Yay. All right, now
Yeah.
tell us the history of your life. I'm just kidding. Any thoughts so far?
No, the thing I love about Chatmosa is it's like you're so alive here, and it's an experience that is unmatched anywhere else.
Yes.
All the connections, it's got such the edge, and it's so competitive. I mean, nothing that I'm aware of is doing anything remotely close to what you guys have achieved here. So congratulations, hat tip to you guys, big time. It's really fun, it's really inviting, and it puts you as an individual in this driving seat. Once you're up there, if you want to flick on your camera, if you want to turn on this amazing audio, and you really get equipped like right away to be a live streamer, but in a micro way that's not so spotlit. Or you can be the host and you can have this massive presence, or maybe there's a mix and a middle ground in between. So that's exciting and really gets the juices going, and you feel like you're at this party.
Yes. So two words that you said.
Parity.
Words that you said they're so awesome. You said it's an experience, and I love that because we talked about the coding, and a lot of people kind of like, oh, coding. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Some people that turns them on. Some people turns them off. but
it's binary system. It's ones and zeros. So yeah,
right.
About half and half.
Whether you're a coder or you're a creator, and some people would say, it's different sides of the brain. The coder and the creator, it's like different sides of your brain. But here's where it comes together. The collaborative is also an integration. It's an integration of the coding side, which is the nuts and bolts, right? And the creative side, which is kind of free form. And oftentimes those two don't meet very well. And here's a chance, and we're doing it right now, real time. What we're doing right now on the Now Show is we're finding that happy place, very happy place, an experience where the coders and the creators actually, they collaborate to do what they do best and create something that couldn't be done either way. Because I'm not a coder, I couldn't build the platform, but I'm a creator. And Camille and Mrs. Pixel, they say, we need creators to take our tools and to give them life, to set them free. So the coders and the creators get together, and now we've got something. We got something where everybody does what they do best and makes it possible for the others who do something completely different to do what they do. And I'm just loving the synergy and the creation process of taking different sides of the brain and different sides of the people that are out there and say, you don't have to be me. You don't have to compare to me. You're not me, and I'm not you. But together we can create something that neither one of us can do alone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Mojo, to what you said, we often, I often say, we're building stadiums. and it's
Virtual
for
stadiums,
Mhm.
yes.
yes, yeah, for creative artists and performers or teachers or lecturers or whoever gets on the stage, to have their stage and their audience, and we we're also we want to listen, writing kind of what Dan mentioned about audio. On Chat Mosa, if you look on the lower left, that audio settings was really inspired by Dan.
Wow.
Um,
Aw.
with the
Great.
settings that he was going through, we're like, okay, fine, let's do this. Other platforms don't have it. Let's give the users, kind of, let's just open it up. And Mrs. Pear and her team and every team that uses Chatmosa that is willing to, give us feedback. We really want to listen to how you guys are using it and, figure out a way to, um, kind of make it happen.
Well, that's so cool, right? Because there's often times in life where you say, I've got an idea and it's going to go my way. I don't care what anybody else thinks because I'm the smartest person, right? And I've got it all, and you're going to do it my way. But that might not fit in the real world. That might be a great idea. So I remember as a graphic designer, when I was first learning graphic design, the first thing my mentor did is he took me not to the screen, he took me to the print shop where actually all the graphic designs that I would create have to go through this machine in order to create printed materials. And he said, all the great ideas you have on the screen, Joe, don't work in real world applications. So he had me talk to the guy who runs the press and said, what are the issues when a graphic designer sends you something and says, I want this, and you say, yeah, that looks great on the screen, but that doesn't work in paper. It doesn't work through this rolling process with the ink and with the press. And so I actually got to build my graphic design experience from the use case backwards to now when I'm on the screen, I'm like, I can do this, but I can't do that because that will never work on a press. Now it's different on the screen. That's a whole other subject. But I love what you guys are saying right now. What Camille just said. She said, okay, we got this great idea. We got all the coding. We can do all the work. But if it doesn't work in the real world, or if it could be better in the real world, I need to hear from the user to say, what's working, what's not working, and then adjust accordingly, which requires humility, right? Humility. You are the smartest people when it comes to coding this type of deal, but that doesn't mean you can't learn from the people who don't know anything about coding, but say, here's how it shows up. Here's what's working and not working for me as the user. So I just want to commend that collaboration as well.
Thank you. And as you mentioned, it takes a big production, right? It's not just the artist, behind the mic. It takes a band. It
Yes.
takes crew.
Mhm.
There's so much work behind it. And for us, um, we're the platform, but without hosts like yourselves and the audience you're building that come in, and then what do you do with that content? Can you reuse it? Can people watch it later? That's important. That's to us. That's important, and really bringing kind of the reality into this digital world that's kind of moving fast. And
Yeah.
how can we help? How can we be a part of it in more of a helpful way?
Yeah, that's awesome. But we're already getting at that time, like
Oh,
the cooling down period. But I did want to kind of curve us in a creative direction, and this is where I think Mrs. Pixel and Camille can maybe help us come up with a prompt about this discussion of honestly collaboration. I frequent the Innovators Think Tank, and I work a lot with TSI, Tech in Schools Initiative, and one of the claims that they stake is that collaboration is the new currency, and that connection is a precursor to collaboration. But I think that communication is a precursor to connection, because we have to be able to take things in and then ruminate on them and then have an output of what we're doing. So I think I don't know, mixing all these things together, we can head over to Pixio, and hopefully it will. I'm having like major RAM problems because thoughts become Chrome tabs. And so I'm trying to shut them down. All right, I think we're good. We're good. I'm in Pixio. So I'm curious, in this vein of the conversation, let's maybe go to Mrs. Pixel first, and then Camille. See if we can come up with a prompt that we can get a drawing. And here's just frame of reference. These are some of the drawings we've done in the past. I am creating Sharpie and paper plate works of art that eventually I'll be releasing as NFTs on the Spaceables platform. But they're all based on our conversations. This was my first one, and I staked the claim that I'm going to sell this paper plate of a Formula One car for $50,000 someday. I don't know how, but this is gonna do it. Like, why not? Oh, and here's Oscar the Space Octopus. Like, that's one of my favorites so far.
What about the unicorn? Unicorn having a dream.
Oh my gosh. I haven't actually drawn the unicorn yet, but the unicorn is another one of my favorites. Cody had the prompt was, I want to draw a sleeping unicorn that is having a nightmare, and the artist has to actually fill in the thought bubble of what he's having a nightmare about. That was the prompt.
Awesome.
It was really good.
I met Cody on the stage, talking about platforms and bands, right? I met Cody on the stage at NAMM, where he's actually singing in a choir that Dan put together, and Cody's sitting right behind me. He's right over my shoulder, so I can hear his voice singing in my ear. That's where I first met Cody. Then he's on the show, on the Now Show, using Chatmosa, coming in with the prompt just like we're doing right now. And I'm like, this is just amazing. This whole thing as it develops is amazing. Real life interactions and putting them online, making virtual stadiums, just like we were doing on the platform at NAMM. That was a huge stage. We had 100, 200 people on stage doing this huge song, and I met Cody there, and then we're right here sharing prompts.
See, I love how you use the word interaction instead of stream of consciousness.
Okay, very good.
All right. So, Mrs. Pixel, what are you thinking? Are you still here? I'm in the
check.
Okay, yep. Check. Awesome. All right. Start us off with a prompt. If you can kind of encapsulate this wide. Oh, check. Hey, man.
Look at baby Pearlet.
Baby Pearlet.
Maybe a cloud with a happy face. That's what I'm thinking.
Nice. Cloud with a happy face. And then Camille, what do you have to add to cloud with a happy face?
With a microphone.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, what was the next word? With a microphone and what?
Oh, so with a microphone, holding a microphone.
Oh, holding a okay. I just want to see what that comes up with, because that's interesting.
Yes. We're down to
right.
4 minutes, Dan.
Oh my goodness, look at that. All right. Any fine tuning we want to do? It's pretty adorable.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Oh, does it need a turntable? Holding a microphone.
Why not?
Spinning a record on a turntable. I don't know. I may have even made up vocabulary around that. Nice thing is we can always go back to just he's standing on the turntable.
Nice.
I don't know. That's
Add now. Now.
Oh, with a big word bubble that says now. Okay, final answer. This is the cutest one I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, I like that a lot. It's very cartoony too.
Sweet.
Nice.
It looks almost like in the style of a 1950s advertisement.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, that's it. That's the one. That'll go in our Chatmosa.
By the way, we did that together. Using the tools that were given. So
that was a collaboration.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mojo. Close us off with a song. Sorry. Real quickly, I do have a song from Mrs. Pixel, but my computer's not letting me download it right now.
Okay.
So, Mrs. Pixel, is it okay with you if I put that in the Jumbotron on Chatmosa?
Sure.
And that will entice people to come in and view the video.
Right.
Okay. Love it.
Before I play us out, first I want to say thank you to Camille and her team for creating this platform, because without it, we would not be here right now. I just want to say thank you to Mrs. Pixel, who is the sponsor of the show, which again makes it possible for us to do what we do. And quite honestly, without Camille and without Mrs. Pixel, we're not doing the Now Show. We're doing the Then Show or the Someday Show, but we're not doing the Now Show. So
Or the Why Show.
right? Or the Why Not, right?
The Why Not.
Yeah, I
Why
want
not?
to thank Dan for inviting me into this wonderful platform and collaborating with me every day. Today, and like every day, we create something that's never been done before in the form of the art of conversation, and that should not be downplayed. The art of conversation is where ideas are made, where we have these mind babies and thoughts become things. This is where it all starts. So I'm so grateful to be part of this process. And then I also want to promote tomorrow that we're doing a second Vocal Eyes workshop, where we're going to learn, for those who want to improve their vocal skills, regardless of where you start. We can give you exercises and tips and so ideas to improve your vocalization. There's also karaoke this afternoon at 3 p.m. PEAR Standard Time, or PEAR Daylight Time, whichever it is. I always forget which is which, but that's the same as Pacific. So join us on karaoke right here on Chatmosa as well. And tomorrow we're going to work through the song Country Roads, which I believe was the choice of Mrs. Pixel. I think that's where that came from originally. I forget the impetus here. So I'm going to take us out with Country Roads as a appetizer for tomorrow's show. See you tomorrow sometime soon around 8 a.m. Pacific or PEAR time, or it might be a different time, but it'll be now. It'll be the right now.
The right now.
But it'll be the right now. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue waters, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country, everybody sing wherever you are. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road,
Country roads, take me home.
Country roads.
take me home. Now country road, yeah, 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 yeah.
We go put on silly.
Oh, so cute. All right. See you in the next Now.
Awesome.
Have
Have
a
a
great
great
night.
day.
Bye,
Peace out.
everybody.
Thank you.